Sridhar Guruvaya Vidmahe Samastadevaya Dhimahi Tanno Sarva Prachodayate.
The repetition of mantra in different ways is supposed to reflect the supreme consciousness inside. So when the Lord's name is chanted in different permutation and combination, in different ways Vedas, they recite the Lord's name in different ways. The repetition repeatedly, when something is repeated umpteen number of times, it has an effect on the consciousness. In mantra, you can recite mantra in three ways. One is vachanik. Vachanik is what we are all doing. We are reciting the mantra outwardly, we are expressing it, and the phonetics fills this atmosphere. The other way of reciting mantra, some people, if you come to India, you can see, they will be simply the lip movement will be there. It is called kayan kick. What they are reciting, nobody knows. But simply the lip movement will be there. It is called kayan kick. The third way is manasik. They will close the eyes and they will be doing the recitation from the mind level. The third is possible for very big saints, very big seers. You and me, if we start experimenting it, once you close the eyes, then immediately your mind will start wavering. It won't go into the mantra. One advantage of vachanik is, as you say the mantra, since it vibrates back and you listen to it, you cannot think about anything else. That is the advantage of vachanik. And Sanskrit is a language of phonetics. It is more called Shabda Brahmana. Shabdam is basically word. From Shabda comes the Nada. From the words come the beauty of the words as it is sung. The Nada, the song. The lyric part is the word. When the lyric part is sung, then you get the Nada. So from the Shabda Brahmana comes the Nada Brahmana. So various permutations and combinations of singing the particular thing. For example, in the Vedas, this is one particular. The other way, this is another. This is another. Everything has got a different vibration, and sometimes the Shabda comes from the navel portion, sometimes it comes from the heart, sometimes it comes from the throat, sometimes the Shabda can come from the Ajna Chakra, that is between the eyebrows, and sometimes the Shabda can come from Sarasrara. A very big master knows from where to draw a particular word. That's a very big art. We will not go into the complexities of it. That is not required for us. But the way a particular thing is done and said, it has got a significance. And the master knows it. That's why he is called as a master. Because he has mastered it. He knows it. So it is more from phonetics, the Shabda. We are more used to sounds. We are more used to, when you are hearing a jazz or a rock or a pop, when you hear Michael Jackson or Madonna or anybody, the vibration, the rhythm, the synchronization of their voice with the various musical instrument gives a sort of impetus to your mind and you start dancing. That's what happens. People go crazy. They will dance. They go into a trance. They forget themselves. At that particular point of time, they do not know what they are doing. They forget themselves. At any particular point of time, a crowd of 10,000, 20,000 people forget themselves and dance. Their ego is not there. There is absolutely no ego. There is only happiness around. You can see the Lord in Madonna. Because she is able to bring the trance. She is able to make her audience dance. They are forgetting all their ego, they are forgetting all their worries. Don't think Lord is only in the temple, Lord is only in the church. No, Lord is with Madonna. Lord is there with Michael Jackson. Lord is there in anything and everything. You cannot segregate him and say he is not in this. Sarvam Vishnumayam Jagataka. Everywhere the Lord is there, in anything and everything. The minutest and the largest, he is there. It is our own stupidity. In that stupidity also Lord exists. In everything Lord is there. So when you do something, do it in the name of Lord. Whether it is in bedroom, whether it is in bathroom, whether it is in the hall, whether it is in a prayer, anything, do it in the name of Lord. Give a portion to him also, make him your joint venture partner. Aparam Meghamaantaryam Prabhadye Viraraho Hariho Ishvara Jagannatha. So treating the Lord, taking the Lord as a partner in anything and everything. Whether in office you should treat him as a partner. In your business you should treat him as a partner. Everywhere give him a share. You are not alone, you are not the doer, he is the doer. Always keep that in mind. You will never feel guilty about anything in life. I am teaching you to live a guilt-free life. That is what for I have come. My boss, that is my gurus told me, just tell people not to feel guilty about anything. They are not the doers. That's all. So I don't belong to the people who may be bringing in a sort of guilt. Everybody enjoys every situation. It so happened somebody went to your father. It's just a joke. He was sitting in the confession chamber. And he was saying, what, Father, yesterday something very terrible happened. What happened? No, Father, I went to meet my lover. Oh. I went at midnight. Oh. I stepped into her bedroom. Oh. I opened her bedroom. Oh, I went near the bed. Oh, I just went near her to kiss her. Oh, just then her mother came. Oh shit. Father is also curious to know what is going on. The curiosity is there for everybody. Even I am curious to know what is going on. We are all very curious by nature. Nobody is serene, nobody is divine, and nobody is unserene that way. Nobody is undivine. Accept life for whatever it is and live life bindas. But when you live life, live balanced. Always think that you are not the doer, Lord is the doer in any activity. Be very conscious about it. Don't allow your ego to go up. That's all. Nothing else is needed. What little good things you do, you continue to do, the Lord will support you. That's all. Nothing else. Automatically things will fall in its place. You need not be worried at all. You need not be worried. But the kind of life most of the people, at least I don't know much about your US because hardly I visit for 3-4 days and I go. I'm not competent to comment on the lifestyle which is here because I don't know. But I can comment about my place. See, God wanted to make man. Initially he wanted to create man. Before creating man, first he created donkey. He told donkey, I am going to create man. There is going to be somebody called washerman. You have to take the clothes from his house to the washing place. He will wash the clothes and put it back on you. You have to bring it back. 50 years of life for you. He said, this is a target business. For that, why 50 years of life? 30 years you keep it with you. I want only 20 years. Very good. So God gave 20 years to donkey, 30 years he put it in reserve pool. Next he called the monkey. You must be a very big nuisance to man. You should enter his home, you should spy everything. You should keep jumping from here and there, and you should show faces to man. This is your job. Okay, fine, no problem, what is there? I will give you 40 years of life. 40 years of life. What am I going to do? It's monkey business. Why 40 years of life? For monkey business, it's enough if I just have 20 years of life. 20 years you keep with yourself. So 20 years was added to reserve pool. Now, the man, Lord created the man. He said, you will be very intelligent. You will be a replica of me. You can do anything, you can undo anything. You will have a lot of intellect. I am going to give you with intelligence also as the day progresses. You will have a lot of experience. And you will live an excellent life. 20 years of life. Now man said, hey, with so much of intellect, so much of intelligence, you want me to live only 20 years of life. Just now I was overhearing that donkey gave 30 years now. That you have kept it in reserve pool. That you can divert it to me. The monkey is there now. That gave another 20 years. That also you can give it to me. So as a man you live for 20 years. Then like a donkey you work for 30 years. After that your children are grown. No child is prepared to keep you. Like a monkey you have to keep going from one cell to one daughter to you keep on hanging here and there. This is what really happens in our life. Live life, live happily, live joyously. See Lord in anything and everything. Do everything in the name of Lord. Don't go too much into good and bad, right and wrong, perfection and imperfection. This is all a myth. It is all your own imagination. Be non-judgmental in life. Don't judge anybody. Don't keep on carrying with the past. Bury the dead past. Somewhere bury it. You be magnanimous, even if people are otherwise. You try to show your magnanimity. Don't carry on grudge for years. It's not worth. Relationship is not built in a single day. Relationship is built over a period of time. So don't have a grudge for too long a period. Life itself is temporary. Feelings have to be temporary. Feelings cannot be permanent. In a temporary life, we cannot afford to have permanent feelings. Drop your stupid feelings. Otherwise, if you are not aware, sometimes the nature says beware. Be aware or beware. When it says beware, it's very difficult. It will give you a shock of your life and it will shake you like anything. You won't be able to receive it. But if we are aware of it, it's never a shock of life. Keep all those things in mind. Be useful in your small way to your own people. There may be somebody in India or somebody somewhere else. Some old people are there. They may like to hear your voice sometimes. The mother got a call from the son. The son called the mother, "Mom, this weekend I am coming home." "Oh, great, my son, I am so happy you are coming home. Shall I make a bread omelette and keep it for you?" "Mom, you know very well I don't take omelets." "Okay, shall I make some chicken for you?" "Mom, don't you know I have left chicken long back." "Okay, shall I make some hot dogs for you?" "Mom, don't you know that I have become a vegetarian long back? I don't take non-veg." Then the boy asked, "Is it 765342? "No, my son, this is 765341. "Oh, I am sorry, madam. It's wrong number." "Does it mean that you won't come this weekend?" That's a mother. So keep in touch with your elders, your mother especially, the father. They all need it. Nowadays you have everything, webcam, this cam, that cam. I'm happy that you guys have provided everything to you. So they also feel very happy to see, at least some, nowadays touch phones. You can touch your dad. It's possible. Develop that human touch. A little bit of mechanics of your life, replace it with organics. Don't become too mechanical. Life is not worth. You have got thoughts, you have got feelings, you have got senses, you have got emotions. Respect all that. Accept yourself for what you are. Acceptance of one's own self is very important to accept others. Unless you accept yourself, you will not accept others. Keep all these things. Shatamanam bhavati shatayu purushas.